You can see the remnants of the glue we used to stick this over the wardrobe doors. Although it wasn't proper glue, of course, we didn't have any of that with us. So I pulverized some rice into a paste to use instead. Ah, smart man. But to a stowaway like me, every single grain of rice represents precious rations. That's why I spread it as thinly as I possibly could. I couldn't bear to waste any. Frugal Frank? Okay, same thing. Let's see. This is the paper seal I wrote for the wardrobe. I remember really working hard to make it. But I'll never forget how Kazuma reacted. Do you expect the Russian crew to be able to read that? He said. Still, I was sure people would get the idea, even if they couldn't read it. So we used it anyway. And it worked. I don't know if the crew thought it was creepy or what, but no one opened the doors. Show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. It's gotta be this.
Yes! Yes!
Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors? Oh, yes it was. I remember clearly. I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there. Just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well. Ah! Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own. Yes, that's quite true. In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. How's that for conclusive evidence? Bam! I'm lurking on and off here, but I'll definitely keep watching whatever I missed through YouTube. Yeah, no problem, PR. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to keep them into like episode format, episode length, so like, you know, between like 30 and 40 minutes. Yeah, no, thanks, dude. I appreciate the look, man. Well, even if you're sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you. Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up? Fucking taking me down with a goddamn karate chop. Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least. Thank you! So you finally believe me? I'm sorry. No. What? I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position. What does she think I am, a magician?
LOL!
For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same. Alright, let's get to work, Susato-san. Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts. Oh. I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example. Right. Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death.
Yes!
Whoa. Examine, converse, move, present. There's the sailor.
Much love, PR. Not sure yet. Conjuring trick.
I know, right? Weedy, 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 weedy. Also, nice detail with this game if you're interested. You know they speak both Japanese and English, so if they are using words like miss, sir, etc., mean they speak English. If they use words like san, sensei, mean they speak Japanese. Oh, that definitely does make sense.
Thanks, Vega.
So do you remember how all these cases went down? I'm not sure how long it's been since you've played. Okay, we'll start on the left side. It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san? I think living isn't quite the right description. Oh, no. I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting making this voyage in your own secret hideout. The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was no exception. But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin. No. Sadly not. Oh, she looks so sad! Susato! Oh dear, that won't do. Oh, what's the matter, Susato-san? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly. Ah, yes, that's not good. I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san? I'm sure you're careful to look all around using left and right, aren't you? Hells yeah, already ahead of you, bitch! I mean, Susato-san! Now, let's investigate all corners of this cabin.
Hey! Yes, let's do that.
I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now. Okay. So yeah, we started on the very left. Let's examine this little banner. This is... Yes, it's a bell cord contraption, I think. What do you mean, contraption? I read about it in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants. Oh. Really? That sounds almost magical. Shall we give it a little try? Yes! In the interest of cultural research, obviously. Nani? I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people. Aww.
I remember bits and pieces, not 100%.
Oh, okay. Some of it is me speculating again, not spoiling. I try not to do that. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't think that you would do that anyways.
But thank you, Vega.
Everyone is just as sad as you are, except the people that are involved in Kazuma's murder, I'm sure. There are different leads, I know, right?
We gotta figure this out.
I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people. No, I'm sure it's just that everyone is busy, that's all. Oh, see, that's pretty cool. I like it actually shows the little red, excuse me, shows the little red and a little check mark after you investigate it. Nice. Ooh, let's check out this vent. I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin. Poisonous gas, maybe? A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin. Isn't that a little odd? What do you mean? Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear to. You're right. But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should be connected to the outside. That's true. Perhaps it's so that rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough. Or something like that? I suppose. Maybe that's it. This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing. London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination. It looks as though the last entry is incomplete. Which means what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue. That's out of the question. What? Oh. Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts. But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? Alright. I won't read it. Fucking karate chopping me again? Rude. Yay, I finally got rid of I got rid of Bill on Animal Crossing New Horizons. Wait, who's Bill? I know what game you're talking about, but I don't know the details. Welcome back, Jedi! Donation? LeMayo? Huh?
Welcome back, Jedi. How you doing, man?
Who's 2 hours late? Not me, you. Kidding.
Cheers!
Poor Kazuma-sama. I don't like prying into people's personal matters either, but in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? Come on, Susato. I'm trying to be an ace attorney. Let me do the attorneys of Ace. That's a very large traveling case, isn't it? Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case. Ah, yes. I see it says "this way up" in Japanese. Which in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here. Oh dear. Being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds. Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown. I love how it's called the Susato takedown. You were reading destination, but you said it like the nation. Oh, oops! I didn't even realize. the final donation. Jock Duck red in color and wanted to get rid of him for so long. Oh, okay. How did you get rid of him? Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown. What else we got here? I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. What about this? This ink! Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it was written in ink. He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. Then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. The hell does that say? Fap? You wanted a fap? Fappe? You wanted a frappuccino? Frappapoo Bob? He told me he wanted to move away, so I didn't let him finish and told him to piss off. Lul! Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner. But I can't read your writing. I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san. What? Then what language is it? It pains me to admit it, but I don't know. It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? Huh? Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. Nandaya! As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. Oh! How did he... You've noticed the man too, have you? I have no idea who he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious. And tall. Suspiciously tall. Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Lul! Do you really not know who that is? Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. Yeah, like the fact that he fucking came out of nowhere and is just straight up making out with that desk. Like... Bruh. What the fuck? And is he investigating Kazuma's desk? Or is he just playing on it? I can't tell. Well, in that case, we must simply... in that case, we simply must talk with him. Am I just imagining it, or does Susato-san look almost uncontrollably excited? By the way, I expect you've noticed already, but just in case, if you press A on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them. Alright then. I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for myself. Oh, please do. Just came out of nowhere, dude. Fap something? Died from fapping?
Looks great. Vapola.
Starts GA something.
Nani?
I didn't spot him. He wasn't there in the background, right? I know. Where the fuck did he come from? Then again, Hades might be right.
It might be Greek. He has furniture fetish. Examine. Examine this man.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Do you have a moment? Shh. This is a critical point in my investigation. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly.
Yes, perhaps that would be for the best.
Greetings! I suppose we haven't... Ah! What exactly were you doing on Kazuma's desk just now?
Lul.
Ah, I see. Fascinating. Sorry, what do you see? Feels like he's looking right through me. Oh!
Look at those cool goggles.
Oh, yes. Everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, what? And now, whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Oh, well, that's true at least. But, how? How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolutionary. Nanda. You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. What? And when the bearer-born occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. Kim Katz, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. We met Herlock Sholmes. But I wish Kazuma-sama was still here. No! Monday, I'm going shoe shopping. Finally, after 2 years, I'm getting new shoes.
Nice, Hades. What kind?
I need to get some shoes too. Wow, bravo, Herlock. Bravo. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes. Just to be clear, you are talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with... God, dude. This guy, dude. Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name? I don't even see one person who fits the bill. So it's true. It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama. What? And you're plotting a revolution too! It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked! No. Listen, there's no way... Now, explain yourself. Tell me everything. Oh. This is getting ridiculous. Fucking bitch. Fucking got karate chopped how many times? Oh my god. How could you do it? For pity's sake, open your eyes! I'm not a Russian revolutionary! Obviously! Oh. Forgive me. And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head. Ah, but was I not right? Whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you do find yourself in a most troubling predicament, do you not? Well, yes, maybe. Ha! There you have it, you see. What do you make of that? Well, to be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So, I'm not really sure you could call that deduction. It's more plain observation. Indeed! An observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. And, more often than not, I'm right. I don't think you introduced yourself. Ah! My apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. The imitable Herlock Sholmes. So, it's really you, the actual Herlock Sholmes. The very same. The inimitable Kim Cats, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you checking out the channel. Thanks for the follow. Can we get some of those Mr. Sam K highs in the chat? Well, Sam, I'm off to sleep. Hope you have a nice stream and a nice night. I'll try not to cry sleep because of Kazuma. Ah! I don't know, boo. I'm sad too. But yo, you have yourself a nice night. And if I don't see you tomorrow, happy fucking Thanksgiving. Thank you, Cat. Thank you, Cat. Let's get some of those hellos in the chat. I hope you're having a great evening, Kim Cat. Some say his headband is still swaying. Ah, too soon, bro. The very same. The inimitable, actual Herlock Sholmes. Do you know this man, Susato-san? The most famous detective in the world, the most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san! Of course I do! There's nobody who hasn't heard of him. What planet have I been living on then? We must ask him what he's deduced. He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this?